Hey everyone. Thanks for waiting. I had to post this like everywhere. Thanks for the congratulations. This art is by Brisketchy. Brisket? They keep changing their name. Let me see if I can find what they're called right now. Oh yeah, I always forget this, Streamlabs doesn't have like I can't type in my own chat here. I have to go like to my other computer that's got the chat open. One moment, please. Thank you, Hyena Teeth. That's very sweet. And Floofiest Muffin says, I don't think I've seen a vid from Worm Girl that was bad. Um, well, you know, if you were a real fan, you would have seen all of my videos and you would know that they're all bad. Okay. What's up, Cassie? What's up, pal? Who else we got in here? We got the Dirty Jester. Damn. We got Wrench in the Plan. So today we're going to be playing some Cataclysm: The Last Generation. Hey, the Sleepy Fox. Thanks. And I'm looking forward to revisiting Fear and Hunger when the update drops. It's any day now. Okay, so if I set this up correctly, this should let us see the game. Ah, it worked. Okay, yeah, Cataclysm's a little tough to stream. The SDL, I guess, that it uses to render its graphics doesn't really play nice with most streaming programs, so you've got to do the screen capture thing. So here's the beautiful title screen. I've got the interface at 2x so that everybody can read it. And today I thought we would go with a custom character, just default options for everything. Going to be in a town called Hometown, or in a world called Hometown. Thanks, Aiden. I've always really loved Cataclysm. I think it's the best game ever made. It is not always the game you want to play, but you know, every other time I play a survival sim, I'm like, man, it just doesn't come close, does it? But yeah, spoilers are fine. This is not a, don't worry about talking about spoilers in chat or anything for this game.
Congratulations on the release. I may not talk in the Discord too often now, but I'm still playing and loving every update.
Thank you, Nanao. Thank you so much. It is so cool to be able to just, like, you know, take this channel and this game and make a, like, an actual career out of it. So today I had an idea. We're gonna go with, I think we'll go with experiment. Yeah, that'll do it. We're gonna go with unwilling mutant. We're gonna get our driver's license taken away. So experiment is a scenario that lets us pick some special professions. Those are prototype cyborg, unwilling mutant, volunteer mutant, and bionic patient. These have special traits that most characters can't choose at the beginning. You can also get these in challenge lab patient or lab staff, or I believe Transcoast Logistics Concourse. If not, that's planned. I'll be adding that later. So these are really fun for starters if you're, and they can power you up a little bit if you're having some trouble with the early game. Okay, so today we will be playing as Asgore. And I think this is going to work out pretty well. So Asgore is, he's furry. He's got hooves. Those are like the two important things, and horns. Oh, can we not get hooves now? Oh yeah, we can. Okay, they're over on the side there. Oh, that might have actually... Oh, that's why. Okay, so let's get hooves. Let's get, yeah, we will be the truck master. We will be seeking out these 7 ice-cold beers. Are there horns in this? Okay, so we can't start with horns, which is, that puts a little bit of a damper on our Asgore adventure, but that's okay. That's okay. He's got animal ears. He's got a fluffy tail, I think. And let's see. He is... He's not radioactive. Last I checked. I don't think he's radioactive. I'm not sure if he eats meat. He's a goat. I guess goats can eat meat. No, let's go with meat intolerance. He eats flowers, or no, he doesn't eat the flowers. He eats butterscotch. Oh no, they eat snails. Right. Okay. We'll be a heavy sleeper. We will go with alcohol dependence. But you know, we'll also take alcohol metabolism. We need it to live. He's tough. I don't know if I love tough though. Like as a trait, I think it makes it a little too easy. I don't know. Maybe this is a good. Maybe this is a good spread of stats and traits. I will give him hooves and fur in debug just to get those things in. There really should be a fur in the starting mutations you can take, and I want to show off hooves. So Asgore is he uses a spear, and he's the king, so he's got to have some social. Little melee. That's probably good. And then for stats, he's strong, but he's also perceptive, I feel like. Yeah, and then we'll have a little bit lower dexterity and intelligence. Perception is actually good in the last generation. Not only is it the primary stat for using stabbing weapons like spears, it's also it's part of your dodge calculation. It just comes up in a ton of places that it doesn't in Dark Days Ahead. It's kind of a dump stat over there, so. Oh, he will smoke. He will be smoking a blunt. Somebody, DeGurkin said we have to make him smoke a blunt. And he will be smoking a blunt. Yeah, that's not even in question. Yeah, I think we're good to go. So we've got Asgore. He's pretty tall. He's quite tall. And then I would say he's probably about 46, 47. I think they're actually like hundreds of years old in Undertale. I think the monsters live quite a long time. I think they're effectively immortal until they have children, and their children died, so they probably stopped aging. You know, he strikes me as kind of really settling into middle age. Yeah. We have no starting vehicle, which is unfortunate, but we'll find one. We'll find one. We'll figure that out. Okay, I think we're ready to go. We are finished. Okay, so this is us. We have been heavily experimented on for the advancement of science, willingly or not. Once the Cataclysm struck, we escaped the lab and wandered aimlessly, ending up in a forest. And I'm going to do something, the debug mode is not normally keybound. I'm going to bind it to F1. Or debug menu, not mode. This allows us to do some cheats, which we're going to do real quick just to get up to speed here. We're going to go with furry hooves. We have hooves, we want horns. He's got curled horns, doesn't he? We'll just go with regular horns. They're not quite as strong. Yeah, that looks right. Or does he have long horns? He's maybe like that. That looks kind of Asgore-y. He's got a bovine snout, and he's furry, and we'll give him pale skin. Pale skin doesn't do anything, but it does make us the right color. It kind of lightens our skin tone there. Alright, so I think we are good to go here. Does lupine muzzle? No, we'll just go with regular. Or the bovine snout, yeah. Okay, so that gives us pale skin, heavy sleeper, furry, fluffy tail, animal ears, alcohol metabolism. Not too bad. Hooves, long horns, and the snout. I don't believe the snout does anything. The horns and hooves are useful as weapons, which we'll see here. So we're next to a sewage treatment plant. Up the street we have a town. Can't see too much there, and there's a trailhead. Over here on the other side of these woods we have some kind of a parking lot. We don't know what to. But that's our kind of immediate vicinity. And there's, what is this, a swamp? Okay, so I think what we're gonna do... We could visit the treatment plant. They can be dangerous, but I think with our mutations, we're going to be all right just poking our head in there. Just to see if we can find anything that will help us out in this, as we approach this town. And here's our first enemy, is a tough zombie. He's inside the building there. Discord Reality. Is that right? Yeah, Discord Reality asks, planning on unarmed. So our mutation attacks do use the unarmed skill. So we will want to increase unarmed, and also unarmed is just a good skill to have, but Asgore uses a spear, so we're gonna have to make a spear, I think. Okay, we hear some glass breaking, somebody's at the fence, yeah. So, if they group together, they'll be able to bash this fence down. Alone, they can't do it, but they combine their bashing strength when they get close together. And we can use that. Oh, this one can get it down because he's tough. And this is going to take him a little bit of time to step through, and we'll use that to get the jump on him. So he steps in. We gore him for 14 damage and hit him in the arm. How's he doing? He's about half dead. Okay, that's our first zombie dead. And we don't want to get ganged up on, so we will kind of move down and hope that they have some trouble. See, he's kind of too stupid to take the correct path, so he's standing there kind of stuck on the fence a little bit. Alright, now he's dead. Keeping the fights one-on-one just makes sure you kind of keep the advantage you have over them. Alright. That got us some stuff. We've got a Swiss Army knife. Gonna step over here and catch my breath. We have to smash these corpses to make sure they don't get back up. Got a lighter, permanent marker. Let's use that marker to write on an item. We're gonna write on our subject suit, and it's a note. I love my, I heart my family. So we've just written that on our, where does that even appear? I don't know if it does. He's got some chewing gum. Let's see here. There's a mop. I think we can disassemble that to get a stick. That might not be too useful. Well, it's better than nothing. So we now have a stick. This is a weapon that has 11 bash damage, a +1 to hit bonus, and medium blocking ability. That is all way better than our bare hands, so it's a bit slow, but we'll take it. With pens and stuff, the best thing to do, the thing they're really for, you can write notes with them, so you can do like, you can leave yourself a note on the ground. You can use that if you're exploring a dangerous area, and it will actually keep your, it's kind of a way to remember what's going on around you, which can be tough to do. My character looks like the creature from Undertales. Well, guess what? He is the creature from Undertales. This is Asgore. It's the real, actual Asgore, really him. Okay, there's a smartphone here, which would be great to have, but we don't have any more pockets. So if we can find some clothes, that would also be really useful, or a bag. Oh, here we go. There's a lab coat, which we can throw on. Unfortunately, these coveralls don't fit us. We could wear them with a huge penalty, but it's not really worth it. We can't wear the hard hat because of our horns. There's some steel drums full of bleach, quicklime, sulfuric acid. Joe Arnold says, "What's this? I used to play DDA like 5 years ago. Sequel or something?" This is a fork. So Cataclysm is an open source game, meaning anybody can work on it, and under its license, the CC BY 3A, or CC BY SA 3.0, anybody is free to modify, distribute, sell, whatever they want to do the work, as long as attribution is kept. So I've done that via the GitHub and the in-game credits, and it's sort of just a new game built off of the foundation of Cataclysm Dark Days Ahead. It's got kind of totally rebalanced combat, armor, some new systems, lots of stuff. There's that zombie dead. So there's some useful tools around here, but probably not too much else for us to use. We might want to go into town now and see about finding some antiseptic or something, because we've got a bite on our torso, and that could get infected. So, where was that smartphone? Yeah, capoeira is still in the game. And a cool thing, like a thing that I've done here is, so our hooves and horns are part of our body now. And in fact, these hooves are actually an entirely different body part. If we look, our hooves here, they don't work like feet. They don't fit in shoes. They can only wear certain kinds of equipment, and they have different subparts. They offer different limb scores. It's pretty cool. But the main thing is they will power up any kicks that we do. So if you learn capoeira, you're now doing capoeira with hooves, which is a lot more effective than doing it with human feet. Yeah, and if you refer to the description, the game is free on GitHub. There's a Steam release that is just a way to get automatic updates rather than having to go and re-download them or use a third-party launcher. It's just a way to support the dev. Unfortunately, I can't put that on the Steam page. It's against Steam's terms of service, so I've just got to say it as often as I can outside the Steam page. Okay, we've got some dogs here. Dogs are usually nice, but like, sometimes they're not. They're just trying to survive too. Okay, here we go. There's a police blockade up here. There's a couple of guns on the ground. These cop zombies will have some armor. Unfortunately, they're quite a lot stronger than regular zombies. So we're gonna need some kind of a tool to defeat them. Unfortunately, this car is broken, so.
Just wanted to stop by and thank you for all your videos. The Signalize video helps me get through my long work days. From Caracal.
Thank you so much. I'm very happy to see the Signalis video is still doing well. That one was such a huge project. It basically took over my life for almost a year. Okay, so we've got some magazines. We've got Glock 17. Okay. Are they... Yeah, they're coming. Okay, so the zombie cop here is armored up. It's not too bad, and we have a stick, which is bashing damage. That's going to be kind of decent at getting him. But we're still going to use this car and be ready to run in case he turns out to be a little too much for us. Yeah, in fact, this is too many zombies. So what we're going to do is we're going to lure them away from the roadblock. Over to the west here. Because there's a forest this way. And what we can do... We can bait them out to the woods. And because this is rough terrain, and it kind of breaks line of sight really well, they're gonna get lost in here, and we're just gonna go where they were. And this is Oh, what's up, dude? Sorry about the zombies I'm bringing over here. This is a very familiar strategy if you've ever played Zomboid. Just kiting everything out to the woods. Got some giant aphids out here. These guys make honeydew, which we can eat. That's basically just sugar water. And we'll have some caffeinated chewing gum. Discord Reality asks if this is a showcase or I'm playing a challenge run. This is mostly just a showcase. I'm just messing around. I thought it would be funny to play as Asgore and try to find the 7 ice-cold beers. Okay, there's more zombies up there, but I believe the roadblock should be clear now. Not quite. Okay, let's bait these guys out. And yeah, the thing to remember in this game is you do not have to kill everything. There's often not really a great reason to. All we really have to do is just get over there and get those items. Right this way, officer. Okay, and he's chasing that aphid now. He doesn't care about us anymore. So we can just go right back over. Ah. And you always want to be ready to use your run button. Okay, can we get that ammo? Some stuff there that we don't really need. Don't need the PPQ magazine. Don't need the other Glock, although it does have a mag in it. That would be nice. We might actually want to use this gun now that we have some ammo for it. We're gonna bait this zombie cop back over here. Oh, there's something going on over here. So these dogs that we were worried about, they have found the zombies, and they're handling business. So we're gonna just leave them to it. Oh, zombie cops going after the dogs. So those zombie cops are gonna have loot that we want. So let's go ahead and reload. Hit him for 24. Hit the other one for 15. And the way aiming works, if you're new to this game, is we can automatically fire with A, C, or P, and that's regular aim, careful aim, or precise aim, or we can use the period key to manually aim. And you can see current aim is filling up our aim bar. We are now at regular aim. We've now surpassed it. I think careful aim should be good enough. We have decent perception, so we're not a bad shot, even though we are pretty slow to manage a gun with our low dexterity. And we have, like, no skill, so... Okay, the other zombie's getting in the way now. Let's see if we can loot anything off of this guy in the meantime. Okay, the 22 doesn't take 21 mags, does it? No. Does this only fire... Okay. Oh, 'cause it's 45, right? I hate how confusing Glocks are. Some bandages. No antiseptic, which we really need. It's honestly gonna... Ooh, okay. It's gonna be worth it to put on his motorcycle jacket. I guess he was a bike cop. Alright. This guy didn't really have anything. We'll wear his holster, and we will drop the gun and fight this zombie barehanded. Okay. Got our dog friends. Now these aren't actually our friends. They will turn on us if they sense that we are too weak, or if we accidentally hurt one of them, which we almost just did. Okay, leather riding jacket. It's not in great shape, but it does have some protection. It's got a point or two of protection from bash, cut, and stab, and ballistic, so may as well go with that. Medical gloves aren't really important for us. Oh, that you fell down a ledge bug is still going. I'll have to fix that. Okay, they got one of the dogs. I'm gonna smash the corpse just so they don't, doesn't come back to life. We've got some codeine. That's not one of the beers, but it will help. Okay, dogs, go away. Oh, and let's get our gun that we dropped. Where was that? Oh, okay, that did it. I accidentally hit one of them, and they all got mad. We yelled, and that scared them off. We may have to fight it out. Oh, we had the pistol. Okay. I'm sorry, I didn't mean it. The dogs know what we did. Okay, we are out of ammo. We can't use any of these. We're gonna eat one of these codeines. We will drop our pistol. And we will just... There we go. 10 monsters killed. The heckin' pupperinos! Yeah, this was a greater dog. Alexa, this is so sad. Play dog song. Alright, this gives us a chance to look over this stuff again, and I really don't think there's too much here that we need. There's a plank. The plank's not as good as the stick was. I think we'll just go without until we can find something else. This is a Glock 17. It uses 9mm, but we don't have any of that. There's another Glock 22. We're gonna wear this, oh, we can't wear the bandana over our snout. Okay. Looks like there's some stuff in this cop car. No, just a lug wrench and a jack. Whole lot of sand. So there's a backup generator here. These, I'm probably going to change up these map spawns a little bit because having a generator just available like this is really powerful. It's quite good. It's powering this searchlight. I may make the searchlight just like run off a battery or something. If only you had a beer. You could use a drink. Okay. So, town is a cluster. It's just not okay over here. I think we may have to just kind of... Your hands start shaking. You need a drink bad. Yeah, so that gives us the shakes, which is strength -1, dexterity -4. So we are no good in a fight until that clears. We really need alcohol. And we have to get this wound cleaned. We have about half a day, I think, to get this cleaned before it becomes infected. It's really unfortunate that we got hit so early. So, let's head south and check out that parking lot on the other side of, You're dying for a drink. Your hands start shaking. You need a drink bad. If only you had a beer. Hi, Mixu. Hello, S. And yeah, I think the skate park rampage is kind of the height of that Let's Play. I still don't know how I would ever top that. There's a rock on the ground. I'm gonna throw it at the zombie. And we missed. Okay, we really need to just ditch these guys, because it will go badly for us if we try to fight them. So if we follow this trail west, we should get to whatever that parking lot is. You start having withdrawals. Stop foraging? Yeah, okay. Man, alcohol dependent really means alcohol dependent, doesn't it? Okay, we have a long stick. Can we make a long pointy stick? We make a crude wind spear, yeah. Our morale's too low. We're very unhappy without our booze. Maybe there will be a liquor store over here. Wouldn't that be nice? I'll use this stick. I wonder if we can use this other codeine to, oh, excuse me, I have to sneeze. Oh wow, negative 201 morale, because we're craving alcohol. I plan to redo, the addiction effects. I think they're really quite bad. Okay, let's, we add trails and trailheads to our map. So we found a map, and that shows us where some other trails are. So plenty of room to explore in this direction if we want to. We will drop that map and wield our stick. Yeah, I'm really not a fan of the addiction effects. They're pretty obnoxious. But it's going to take me some time to get that fixed. Sterling Silversword asks, bad as in non-functional or bad as in too harsh? Yes. Basically, they wear off really fast, the addiction effects, and then, like, when you do have them, they're intolerable. You can't do anything. And, you know, in real life, addiction is very terrible, but it doesn't make you unable to do things. The reason people commit crimes when they're addicts is because, many times because they are going through withdrawals. And it would be difficult to pull off a crime if you had, you know, -6 dexterity or something going on. I think also probably some crafts ought to be doable no matter what your morale is. Just if it's something quite simple, like sharpening a stick, making bandages, that sort of thing ought to be something you could do at any time. I can do anything if I just have a beer. Okay, let's see. Golfing gloves. Encumbrance 2 for some warmth, and yeah, we'll wear those. Got a pair of jeans. We got a belt. None of this other stuff fits. You can see we don't have feet, we have hooves, so we can't wear socks. We're starting to look kind of like a middle-aged dad. Okay, what is this? This is another trailhead. We could follow this road and see if there's like a car or something we can use out here. Sometimes you'll find abandoned cars and they'll have, if we get really lucky, we'll find a trunk beer, but I kind of doubt it. But yeah, in my opinion, addiction mechanics should be driving your gameplay rather than punishing you for engaging with the drugs. They shouldn't be, you know, good. They should be bad, but they shouldn't be completely debilitating, I think, in most cases. A rural church. Okay, there might be something here. Let's take a look. Holman Christian Bible. Southern Baptist, okay. was a little like what is this map? Like, I understand why there would be Bibles in the pews. I understand why there would be, you know, rain hoods. But the fact that the holy symbols are randomized means that this is ostensibly, like, there are 3 Christian Bibles, or there are 2 Christian Bibles here, and then there's a symbol of Baphomet necklace over here. And then we've got a nun, 2 nun habits, and 2 cassocks. Cassocks are the robes that, like, Catholic priests wear, and nuns don't even really wear habits anymore. So, like, what was this church? Let's peek downstairs. It looks safe. I don't hear anything. There's some rotten cabbage. We can use these cotton patches to... No, we can't. Okay. You gotta even have 1 beer in this church? Ah! Asgore just screaming about everything. Oh yeah, it is a Misericord reference, yeah. What do we got here? Oh, okay, okay. So we have a plastic apron here. This is actually a decent item. So this goes on the outer, or... Yeah, okay. This goes in the outer layer, which is like where a coat would go, and we're not wearing a coat. It covers some of our torso, probably... Excuse me, probably too much. I should probably lower that, but... You know, it's a little bit of armor. And because of the way acid works in this game, it will actually protect us. 6 hand encumbrance. Yeah, I feel like that's worth it. Okay. That'll also power up our punches. So we're gonna wear these rubber gloves. They will make our punches a little bit stronger. And they will protect our hands. Okay, well this church was a little bit of a bust, but maybe it can be our base. Rain hoods are also good. We can wear them with our horns, and they provide a little bit of acid protection for our head. What's causing all of this torso encumbrance, though? Oh. Okay, let's ditch the jacket. We can also ditch the holster. Negative 200 morale, craving alcohol. We can get up on the roof. Oh, okay. I think we can see... So he's wearing, if you notice, that that jersey. That should be familiar if you've played the Lisa the Pointless or seen that video. It was a franchise decision. Logging into Church Bells 1.0. Login successful. Press any key. Let's not toll the bells. That would cause a lot of... It looks like there's maybe a mass grave or something up here. And that would be really bad if they came down here. So we're just gonna go away from them. What do we got down here? A depression. Well, depression sounds like where we're headed, so let's go. Okay, it looks like it's just a huge crater. I don't think I've seen one of the ones that are this big. We're seeing some explosion text. That is just how these areas are generated. You can see there's a big crater here, a bunch of stuff down below. Lots of rubble. And these are fun because it actually like dynamically generated it. You can see like the bits of asphalt that are still there. And there's all kinds of rocks and stuff down in here. Nothing too good. Zincite, rodonite. I think there's you can find limestone in these places, which can be useful if you're making your own concrete, but like don't do that. Just go to the hardware store or something. Oh wow, we're so messed up from our withdrawals that we're hallucinating. I really hope we can find a beer. It's a quest. Yeah, we're seeing all these kind of ridiculous monsters that couldn't be here. I also really want... Ooh, here we go. Okay. So that seemed like a bad idea to engage with. We got 2 feral soldiers, 3 zombie soldiers.
And what rough beast, it's our come round at last, slouches towards depression to find booze.
Thank you, Ketshi. Or Kateshi. Ooh, okay, actually I have an idea. So we're hallucinating fish, all kinds of things. These guys are distracted by this searchlight. They're attacking it. Which means we might have just enough time to dodge around them. Is there any ammo in either of these? Yeah, we can use the turret on this Humvee. Take these guys out. Oh, it can't get those ones because they're inside. Oh man, there's a lot. Okay, I think we gotta bail. These trap those in there. Do any of these guys have guns we can use? Yeah, okay. We'll grab the SIG M18 pistol out of the dead soldier's holster. Okay, that's not gonna work. Perhaps we can throw... We can't. I think this is it, lads. The M16 here, is that gonna work for us? I think the withdrawals are gonna make it too hard. It's a 3-round burst. Can we do it? Nope, that's all the ammo. There's 2 more rifles there, but I don't think it's enough. That was Asgore. So clearly I need to address how bad withdrawals are. I probably could have holed up in the basement of the place where we started, or the church, just to kind of sleep off the withdrawals. Even with the dirty bite wound, that might not have become an infected wound, but you know it might have. And then once you get that, it's really hard to come back from that. Yeah, if only he got 1 beer. Yeah, so antibiotics aren't a sure thing, and they do take some time. So you really want to avoid uh, getting infected at all, really. But that's okay. We can start a. Yeah. So it's one of those things. It's been like that for years. It used to not be so bad, but the game got kind of more complex in ways that made the negative effects of withdrawals a lot stronger. And yeah, I don't know. Okay, but I think we can throw something else together real fast. Thank you, Kawaii Neko Moth 31. Somebody says Asgore too. I think we've had enough Asgore. I think the alcohol withdrawals are a bit much to deal with. What we can do is we can go with Surrounded. I usually just go with Survivor. Why don't we be a skater girl? Oops, I pushed the wrong button. There we go, skater girl. Go with a little bit more dexterity this time. Yeah, I like this spread. We will be... We'll just put together some... some quick traits here. So if we take Deft and Skater, that actually makes us quite good at skating. Could do meat intolerance on this character. That's always kind of an interesting one. And then... Let's see. Maybe Gourmand, maybe Light Step. Light Step's pretty good. For skills, we'll go with melee, and dodging is usually kind of the way to go. And we'll take a point of bashing. Let's get a random name. Cindy Logan. Here we go. And yeah, you can pick what your outfit is. If you click random, there's a small chance you'll actually spawn as a character who is the term used is cross-dresser, but like it's not always what that's describing, because you know, a lot of women just wear masculine clothes and wouldn't be called cross-dressers, that kind of thing. But yeah, it does separate clothing and appearance and stuff for gender. That's fun. Okay, I think these baseballs are actually kind of good to throw, so let's grab them. Oh, and there are bats here. Okay, these baseball bats are very good weapons. So we've got our skateboard, which we can use to get around. We have started in a zoo, in a town called New Canaan. Get all your Joshua Graham jokes out of the way now. Okay. So I like the surrounded start because I really like having to think on my feet like immediately. What kind of shirt do we have? We've got a t-shirt. We're gonna drop the t-shirt and put on the long sleeve t-shirt. It's just a little bit warmer. No real protection, but that's okay. Let's get one of these bags and then get everything else that we can. Okay, we've got some like a screamer zombie somewhere. Those talking dolls can be useful, and we can carry it, so we may as well. Oh god, the bears are loose. So, here at the zoo, the bears have gotten loose. I think we can use that to our advantage. Because the zombies are going to go mess with the bears, and the bears aren't necessarily going to be hostile to us if we don't go near them. We've got coyotes. Yeah, here's a bear. Okay, we're gonna haul our skateboard. I guess we're just like kicking it along. Can we get out to the streets? Because I think the zoo is gonna be not like a great place to hang out. Okay, we're gonna have to fight this zombie. We're prepared. Okay, no problem. I always grab these memory cards, even though they're not really that important. Okay, so we've placed our skateboard. We're gonna wield this bat. Oh my god, just in time. Okay, let's okay, we got knocked off of our board. That was bad. So that is reinforced glass. They're gonna have some trouble getting through that. That was rough. So we fell off of our skateboard and they just chewed us right up. So we're gonna put pressure on our wounds. And I think we're gonna need to use the bears here. Which is gonna be tough because we are now moving very slowly. Oh, okay. I think we can just kind of let, they've broken in. They're just kind of out here in this area now. Let's see if we can see anything. I don't hear any fighting. No, okay, the bear is handling things for us. Let's get a better look. So they're not really able to do damage to the bear. The bear's just cleaning up out there, yeah. Okay, he is on the warpath, so that's good for us. We're just gonna sit in the dark and eat chips. That's what he says. My 7-month-old baby is listening to this with rapt attention. Hi, baby. Well, you know, if the cataclysm happens, you need to have them prepared early. A tear gas sprayer. Okay, this is really useful. This is a pocket-sized plastic container filled with a pressurized tear gas sprayer. It doesn't really work on zombies. I think it will briefly blind them, but it won't, they don't feel pain, so they're not really reacting to it. It really messes ferals up, though. Oh, there's actually another one here. Okay. And where's the bear now? I would like to know what's going on with that. Okay, the bear either died or took off. I think he went this way. I think he might have gone this way, yeah. So we are just gonna skate on out of here. Can we skate on the grass? Very slowly. Stop driving. We're just going to drag our skateboard around the corner here. So our pain is unmanageable. That's pretty bad. That's really reducing our stats and causing a pretty bad speed debuff. Our speed is normally 100, so all the way down to 82 means we're short, like, you know, 18% speed. That's not great. Dog park, a house. That's an orchard and okay, a farmstead. Oh, I know what that is. Yeah, so I think we will die if we go there, but that's a really cool area that we might want to check out. Okay, I'm going to remember vehicle position, and then I'm going to abandon the skateboard for now, just to get away from these zombies. Yeah, death is a paltry price for the adventure. Let's see what's going on. There's a soft, sonorous tone filling the air, like wind over brittle ice. It sets your teeth on edge. Hop the fence. You arrive at the farmhouse after what feels like an eternity. It's not quite what you were expecting, but it's very peaceful. A patch of thick, luxuriant, midnight black grass. Every blade is a razor. Black glass floor formed from tessellated octagonal tiles. A heavy wall of black glass, textured with the knots and whorls of old and well-loved wood boards. Can't smash the grass. Black glass curtains, the shape of a window and trim covered in drapings of black glass. Presumably it was once transparent. Now the opaque curtains are solid and immobile. Shallow black pool. At first glance, this looks like a rippling pool of black water. Closer examination reveals it to be fine glass dust, blown in slow waves by the breeze. The black glass bench is a long, low slab of black glass. You can't tell if the fissures here and there on the surface are natural cracks or carved names. A spined glass wire fence. Rolling coils of thin black glass covered in delicate barbs. It's reminiscent of snowflakes. Okay, so we're gonna have to break something to get in. Oh, there's a statue. A black glass figure. Their features are too jagged to make out clearly, but they remind you of someone you knew. A flourishing tree, its branches heavy with apples. Every black leaf is razor-edged. Every heavy fruit turns to dust at the touch. Okay, so we were able to break in. A black glass figure of someone in a fighting stance, their face twisted with howls of rage and anger. They're gripping some sort of weapon that isn't there. There's a refrigerator, the doors are fused shut. A black glass cupboard, the doors are fused shut, but it presumably contains glasses. A black glass refrigerator, its door hanging open. Inside is a seamless surface with protrusions resembling fresh fruit and plastic bottles. A black glass figure of someone kneeling in prayer. A tall glass pole with a translucent shade atop it. You know it could not possibly turn on, but in the corner of your eye you think you might see a soft glow. There's an incomplete plush doll. A soft plush torso, empty of features, is lying on this sofa. So maybe we can do something with that. Let's look around. We can smash these boxes, but there's nothing inside. A black glass figure of someone clutching at their neck. A delicate spray of connected glass droplets emerges between their fingers. A broken glass boat. A black glass model of an old sailing ship with a gaping hole smashed in the side of the hull. It's certainly no longer suited for long voyages. I don't know if this will be useful, so we'll put it up here with the doll. Sitting among the cushions of the couch is the only thing among all the glass which is soft. The limbless, faceless torso of a worn plush doll. It is warm to the touch, but it doesn't feel right to pick it up while it's so damaged. So, it looks like we're going to need to find the rest of that. A black glass figure of someone in a firing posture. Their jagged fingers are frozen, squeezing a trigger that isn't there. A battered glass storybook. A black glass model of an old, tattered little book with a broken spine. To your surprise, it can be opened to a place in the middle. Inside, the pages are blank and perfectly reflective. Can't seem to do anything with it, so we'll just take it down with us. Move this glass out of the way. Somewhere, inside a ribcage, something is beating very fast. Something about that strikes you as very funny. This would have been perfect for Asgore, somebody says. It would have been interesting, yeah. That figure is kneeling in prayer. So many items up here. It would be really nice if we had a light. But we do not. I think we're gonna have to walk into the dust. Okay, that's fine, it's just slow. Some more of those apple trees. That's just a vehicle bug. We can ignore that. Probably not related to this. How long has it been since you blinked? It probably doesn't matter. We are surrounded by the edge of a vastness. Beyond this point stretches an endless expanse of smooth black. You are so small in comparison. And why would you even want to leave? Oh, okay, the dust does cut us. We cut our leg on it. How bad. Okay, so it looks like we're gonna have to do some more exploring. Because we've been everywhere now. A tremendous spar of black glass. Can we break it? No. Could try to get up on the roof. Downspouts are normally not climbable by adults, but this one is made of glass, so maybe it's okay. No, we can't climb up here. Ouch. Yeah, we got a withered glass apple. A glass model of an apple that has begun to rot. In places it sags away from the core. Inside, the seeds are still pristine. Let's deal with our bleeding. Okay. Okay, so we've got an apple, a boat, a book. Can we, like, craft something with all of this? Maybe we can go put the apple on the tree. And we can put the boat in the water. Maybe that would work. Nope, that doesn't work. A black glass figure of someone frozen halfway through falling backwards and suspended on a single leg. The wind stirs the glass and interrupts its melody with ugly noise. You think you might like to kill the wind. Oh. Soft glass soil. This little mound of soil is unlike the jagged dirt around it. It is smooth, welcoming, and pleasant to the touch. Plant the withered apple in the soil. The soil yields easily, as if welcoming your contribution. The rotten shell of the apple crumbles away, and the seeds sparkle as dirt covers them. You find something new in your inventory. Threadbare cotton arms. Okay. We're getting somewhere. There are so many parts of you that are wrong, but that's not their fault. Once they're clipped away and laid out, they'll all fit. Okay, let's, place the glass sailboat in the pool. The boat would sink immediately in water. On the denser sand, it finds the balance, and the breeze stirs it to life. You find something new in your inventory. So we've got legs and arms. Let's put those on the doll. Oh, can I not, Oh, that's interesting. Oh, my gosh, they're integrated. Those are my arms. Oh, no. Oh, no. Okay. I was like, where are those being stored? And then I realized that, those are our arms and legs. So, the book probably has to go to one of these guys, right? Unless there's a bookshelf where we can put it. Among the solid wall of glass book spines, there is a single empty space. Place the glass storybook among the others. The book slots in among the rest, and you can no longer see the difference. Maybe there isn't any. You find something new in your inventory. What is it? Where... Okay, let's get our bat. Sitting among the glass cushions of the couch is the only thing among all the glass which is soft. The limbless, faceless torso of a worn plush doll. It's warm to the touch, but it doesn't feel right to pick it up while it's so damaged. We will reassemble the doll. Repairing the doll is easier than you thought. The mismatched parts fit together easily, and soon it is whole again. You pick up the soft little thing and feel a strong urge to hug it. Oh, I see. Don't let go of this. Cling tighter. No, tighter. If it breaks, the pieces will be prettier anyway. You have brought pain to this place of peace, the pain of being incorrect. It is awful of you, but you are forgiven. I feel like we... can't hurt the column. Thoughts are slow now. Simple. Clean. All your facets are here. Everyone is smooth. Perfect. Smooth, clean, the best of you, finally. Okay. I think we are going to die if we stay here much longer. Maybe we can break these statues and get out of here. Almost nothing left now. It's all been shaved away. The song, the silence, the song, the silence, the song, the silence. Can't damage the doll. Yeah, all the YouTube streams just go into the live tab. You can find them anytime. They'll be there. You can see all the past streams too. You don't think about what has happened to you. You don't think ever again. There is no need. Every part of you is finally as it should be. So we became glass. We became perfect. So I think either we ran into a bug there, where reassembling the doll didn't boot us back out into the world. I'll need to investigate that. Or there was a thing we needed to still do after reassembling it that was not clear. In any case, that is just a really cool location. There's another one by this same contributor called Lixa, which you can get to by doing the Hub 01 quests, and eventually they'll ask you to go check out a facility. It's not the collapsed tower, it's another one. It's really cool. What happened with our intelligence? That might be because of the pain that we were in. We were in a ton of pain, but it could also be from the Among Glass effect, because it says we weren't thinking. Yeah, we're having a great time, so that's fine. So there's always all kinds of interesting bugs that I have to chase down. So I'll need to see if that one is bugged. I wouldn't be surprised.
I'm impressed by the work you've done on Cataclysm TLG and made it into a truly enjoyable experience. All my worries and concerns were nigh as you've gotten all of them. Thank you and congrats equals.
Thank you, the unnamed person. It's a labor of love. It's been just thousands and thousands of hours of work. There are something like 830 finished pull requests in the last generation's history since I started working on it in, I think I made the repo in January, might have been December. I had a ton of help in the beginning from NetSysFire, who is a Cataclysm, the last Dark Days Ahead contributor. There's been a lot of great advice and stuff that I've gotten from some of the Dark Days Ahead developers, from Kevin and Rennick CDDA, A Noob in Disguise, Nova, just a bunch of really cool people who've been hanging out in the Discord and offering their insight. Okay. Let's maybe try one more little scenario here. How did I learn so much about firearms? From Cataclysm. Every time I found a gun in Cataclysm that I didn't understand, I just Googled it, and it turned into a... some people like trains, and some people like guns. It's one of those things, I guess. Actually, does experiment... Where can experiment start? Or not experiment, lab patient.
Spent a 3A game worth of donations. This rocks.
Thank you. Okay, so we'll do TCL. TCL is just a really great spot. I think a lot of people know TCL. Or prison can be interesting, but it sometimes can be just really unbeatable. Mansion's a lot of fun. Crazy Party is pretty good. I kind of like Crazy Party. I like those challenges where you're kind of stuck in a location for a little while and you just have to make do with what you can get. I think in those situations, when you get out, it's suddenly a little bit like, oh, but what do I do now? Like, you just kind of want to start a new game. Okay, so Crazy Party, and we will be the clown. And we will be Sprinkles the clown. And we will have a chemical imbalance. We will be Sprinkles the BPD clown. We will have night blindness is tough. We will have seasonal allergies. That one's always fun. And maybe masochists. We'll get like a point of fabrication or something. Make our life a little easier. Okay, we can get some more traits. Infection resistant helps a lot in these kind of starts. It's not normally a very good trait, but people want to join the Discord. Can I put a link? I certainly can. Let me pop up the just grabbing a Discord link for y'all. That should do it. That link is a temporary one. If you want the permanent link, I believe you can get it on the Steam page. Okay, so we are Sprinkles the Clown. I forgot to give us any traits, so we're bald. We committed so hard to the clown bit that we started shaving our head to rock the wig. These shoes are like miserable. They're 46-foot encumbrance, which is like 39%. It's like a 39% penalty to our, not our entire move speed, but just like what we get from our feet. So our move cost is 121. That's not great. I'm gonna crouch because crouching is silent. I'm gonna close the doors silently. Well, the doors will make some noise when they close, but I didn't make noise walking next to them. Actually, I think crouching isn't silent. It's just so much quieter than walking that it may as well be. Oh boy. No thanks. Oh, I know what we can do. Just gonna need to get out into this area. So you see there's some zombies down there, down this railing. Well, zombies aren't very smart, and they'll just walk right off that ledge. So we can clear this second floor out by kind of exploiting that. We'll have to deal with them later on the first floor, but it means they won't be up here now. And we can also do this. We can grab this zombie, and we can just huck him out over the edge. And he's gone. Oh, I forgot to clear the thing. I'm so sorry. That's okay. All I was doing was, Oof. You have to break free. So I've grabbed that zombie. Oh, but we're too tired to throw him. Okay, we're gonna need to do a little maneuver here. Okay, what's in the bathroom? There's tobacco, water, soap. Nothing super useful. I would put on that jean jacket if it fit. There's a stick, which we'll take. The inspiration for the title, The Last Generation, I wanted a little bit to inspire the older lore, like, oh, the last generation of the game, like when the game was before. But it's not really like how Cataclysm used to be. It's kind of its own thing. No. Oh, they knocked us down. These shoes are just miserable. A big part of it is like, this is the last, like, humanity is not fit to survive in this new world. And I wanted some of the focus to be on, like, mutating, you know, becoming something that can survive in the new world. Is kind of the idea. I think the clown shoes might have screwed us, because they mess up our manipulation, which maybe they shouldn't do so much, but yeah. That was Sprinkles the Clown. So those are three kind of odd scenarios. If you play a little bit more seriously and you can get clear of like your first day, especially if you start with like the evacuee, like the kind of the basic start that I showed in the in both the Let's Play and in the first tutorial video I did. Once you have like your first kind of day taken care of, it becomes so much easier to survive. I just wanted to show off a little bit of that. I'll sleep better knowing Sprinkles isn't out there. Okay. Okay. Let's see here. Burning building. And we will be a rude boy. Our ska band broke up after the drummer became a zombie. Now we're alone in the Cataclysm with some cigarettes and an MP3 player. Let's just get the most... is the detective a pompadour? I know that's... What's like a good ska haircut for a dude? Maybe just modern. Let's name the band, chat, somebody says. Yeah, I plan to update NPCs. Their code is very old and pretty bad. I've been chipping away at it. I've made some improvements here and there, but it needs like a really big push that I have not had time to commit to, just among the hundreds of thousands of lines of code I've done. We're a picky eater. We refuse to eat any food that tastes bad unless we're starving. And you know what? Will be a unstable. Is genetic downward spiral the only one available to us? Is unstable genome not in the normal starting list? That seems odd to me, that one would be and not the other. What kind of idiot is in charge of this game? It will be pain resistant, and to offset that, we will be glass jaws, okay? Melvin Driscoll. Somebody says, what do I think about Black Souls? I have not played Black Souls. Preston Story. That's a solid ska guy name. Preston. Yeah. Yeah, I think we got him. A little unarmed, little melee. Let's go Preston. Okay, here's Lacey Rupp. Well, I guess it's just us. What should we do now? Getting a car would be really useful if we have to move. Can I do anything for you? Okay, so we just have to come back in a few days and we can recruit this person. I'll be back soon. She's gonna die in this fire probably, but you know, that is a thing that could theoretically be possible. Oh my god. Oh my god, hold on. Oh, he looks awful. He looks so bad. Golf cap, golfing gloves. Let's just casually navigate this flaming building. Any golf clubs in here? Okay, it's too hot out there. The golf cart is on fire. So unfortunately we're not going to be able to take that golf cart. And I think we ought to leave. Clubs are usually in the carts or on the green, someone says. Let's look around. And there are carts up there. Maybe we can find something. And that one has something in it. That's a T. Okay, we have control of the golf cart. We have control of the golf cart. We're doing what Asgore never could. We're driving. We have attained freedom. How fast can this cart go? It doesn't seem like a golf cart should be able to go 88 kilometers per hour. 95 kilometers. We're driving a golf cart at... Its top speed is 113 kilometers per hour. Yeah, we need to see what this thing is rocking. It's got an electric motor. I think it probably needs to have a smaller motor. That just doesn't seem, you know, quite right to me. Always finding weird little things like that. Oh, a pipe. Okay. Here's an actually really lucky find. So this pipe is one of the better bashing weapons in the early game. It's not as good as the bat, but it is pretty durable. It's got precise strike, which can stun non-zombie targets. It's got medium blocking ability. Let's go. We're driving way too fast. Okay, we hit that zombie pretty hard. Alright, let's go. We need a pocket watch. We need to be that guy. A feral. The golf cart can't move. Okay. Well, that was really rough. Where are we? Oh, we're at a light industry. Okay. We're going to activate this tear gas sprayer in that direction. The zombie's standing in it. It should go blind. Maybe not. There might not have been enough there. Okay, officer, I'm gonna need some of your bandages for my torso and leg and head. And my other leg. So, while that was a really rough fight, I think we might have a little base to work out of now. We just need to kind of hunker down and let our pain go away. There's some, there's a vending machine here. We can probably find a cash card on one of these zombies. Quick look around. that feral was a mailman. Is there not a single wallet out here? Have a couple of these aspirin, some energy drink. Oh, here we go. Wallets. Cash card. Smoke a little rock to get the edge off. You know, crack is valid. I'm not gonna yuck anyone's yums. Okay, it sounds like there's a shocker out here. We can hear crackling sounds. Shockers are extraordinarily dangerous. They can shoot lightning bolts at you. So we're gonna go away from here and to the south building, which might be empty now. Gonna want to be careful. The cool thing about shockers in the last generation is they don't last very long. After a couple of days, they will tend to burn out, and they will turn into like scorched types of zombies. Okay, there's a shocker in there. I think as long as we don't go in there, we're good. Okay, there is a zombie over here somewhere in the offices. I wonder if there's a spot we can kind of hang out and not have to worry about all these guys. Shockers are constantly soy jacking because of the lightning, yeah. Okay, so the shocker over here is also on the kind of factory floor, or the workshop floor or whatever. So I think we can just chill out over here. Maybe find something to read. A lot of the game is just understanding like when and how to kind of bed down somewhere and make your little fort instead of trying to just fight for days on end. Oh, okay, yeah. We got an e-ink tablet PC, those are awesome. A laptop computer, yeah, we're set, okay. Okay, we're in too much pain to move the bookcase, but I think we can just read something for now. I'll just read this introduction to plant biology. No, okay, that requires survival level 3, so that's not useful for us right now. Are there any starter books? Those are just for fun. In Dark Days Ahead, the morale buff on reading a just for fun book is pretty short. But it lasts quite a while here. I forget if this says. It actually lasts a few hours, so you can actually use books and food to manage your morale and not have the bonus just disappear instantly. Over here. OBF says, Peak, what game is this? This is Cataclysm: The Last Generation. You can read about it in the description. Oh yeah, there might be cat memes on the laptop. Let's check that out. Let's see. I don't have any SD card apps. No, unfortunately, there are no cat memes on the laptop. We can play a game. We can play Snake. Snake should be on the old cell phones, on like the ones that are not smartphones. Oh no. Where's he at? Okay, he's all the way down there. Can't even see us. I think we do want to move out of here, though. Just so those zombies down there don't come up here. Yeah, this is a better spot. Oh, he's out in the woods. Okay. And something's been beating on him. Okay, this will be our spot, I think. There's a family photo. We can look at that. A photo of a smiling family on a camping trip. One of the parents looks like a cleaner, happier version of a zombie you've seen. I believe this is used in a quest, but we don't have that quest, so we're just gonna drop it. Use our laptop to download data off of these memory cards. "23 new photos, 13 new songs." Okay, our cat memes are in business. Let's use SD card apps. Unsorted photos. Food photos. Your stomach rumbles. We should not play music while there are enemies around. Oops. Use SD card apps. No, we want... Did we not? Isn't... Oh, no photos on device. Oh, okay. It uses them all? That seems odd to me. It should not use all of them. We at least get a commensurate bonus. I guess we did. I guess we got a pretty big bonus from looking at all those photos. Okay. So it's been a couple hours. I think I'm gonna call the stream here for now. I want to thank everyone for dropping in. I'll be getting back to Look Outside probably the beginning of next week. The push to get this all done sort of overrode the whole Look Outside stream that we were doing. I think I'm going to take it easy this weekend and play a bunch of RimWorld, because that came out and I haven't had a chance to play a whole lot of Odyssey yet. Thanks everybody so much for dropping in. Thanks for the support. Thanks for just cracking jokes in the chat. RibWorld, yeah. Thanks everybody.